Good morning, good morning. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all those nurturing parents, supportive people, whoever you are filling that role of mother, father, especially today. It's a time to celebrate. It really is. Last Sunday, we did the Father's Day reading, and that is still a special hey, Deborah, if that is something that you would like to do, your own Father's Day reading, it doesn't have to be Father's Day. This reading just really helps you discover exactly how you are today because of your father. It's that influence, what you learned from your father and what you now incorporate within yourself. I wish my son a happy Father's Day already, and I'm hoping to talk to him this afternoon with Teddy, maybe. I'm hoping that will be the case as well. So in any case, happy Father's Day. It also is the summer solstice, and that is happening tonight at 11:32 p.m. Hey, Agnes, I'm glad you're here. Great. I've got you down, Agnes. First to engage, I have you down. And Sandra, you've been in my thoughts and sending lots of supportive energy your way. So here we are. Father's Day and the summer solstice. Hey, Wendy, got you down. And Sandra, have you down as well. Okay, I've got my three folks, Agnes, Wendy, and Sandra, and I'm also going to use an extra deck for a final card today too. So just now at 2 more minutes. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you. This is hey, Ruth. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Yay. So this is Father's Day. Wishing all of those fathers, supportive, loving people out there, helping to nurture and care for others. It is a wonderful opportunity to celebrate. It's something that we should be celebrating every day, but why not have this special day as well? So this is really wonderful. It's also, as I said, the summer solstice. And at 11:04 this morning, Jupiter will go retrograde in Pisces, and it's going to head back into Aquarius, joining Saturn again. We've had some freedom. We've been able to see that freedom as it joined Neptune in Pisces, both of them rulers of Pisces. So there's been this wonderful opportunity to feel that freedom. As Jupiter retrogrades back into Aquarius, it's going to come under the influence of Saturn that is there. It will be back in Aquarius on July 28th. And then we will feel more structure within that expansiveness of Jupiter. And that's okay. We've got that freedom, but we still have to have some rules that go with it. So it's not a bad thing. It's definitely a good thing. This Tuesday, Mercury goes direct. Of course, it will still be in its shadow for another 3 weeks, but it is now going direct. And the moon had just moved into Scorpio this morning. So this is that deeper, thoughtful energy. Having that opportunity to kind of dig deep and take a look at exactly what's going on and exactly what you're feeling. It's a good opportunity to take a look at that, to be thankful for those people, father or whomever in hey, Deborah, in your life that really has given you so much. And to be thankful for you making those choices with different opportunities to grow and expand. Always take the time to celebrate and honor you because you are special. So on this time with the moon in Scorpio, it's what do you need to know? And this is an opportunity to find that out with some reflection. What do you need to know that's really going to help you to be supportive of you? What do you need to know? And this doesn't just apply to a way of solving a problem. Hey, Catherine, a way of finding a solution to something. It's also, what do you need to know about you to find more peace and satisfaction with who you are? What is important to you now? Because whatever is important to you now, that's where your focus goes. That's what's important. And we're having this shift of energy. We're moving now from spring into summer. The summer energy shift is here, and that's happening today. So we have an opportunity to honor fathers, on all those nurturing parents, whomever you choose. And we also have that opportunity to celebrate the solstice. It is a wonderful day. It is a beautiful day. And with that thought, we're going to move right into the summer solstice reading. And this is because the summer solstice happens tonight. Okay, what does that mean? That means that the sun is now shifting from Gemini into Cancer. That changes our energy. And the qualities of Cancer are about our emotions and our feelings and intensity of those things. Diplomacy. That means finding that balance. And it's also about impulsiveness and selectiveness and intuitiveness. Cancer is a water sign. So it is going to be very fluid and emotional. So, and Cancer rules the 4th house of the zodiac, which is family and home. So it is that nurturing energy. So it couldn't be a more perfect time to have this celebration of a nurturing parent and the summer solstice as the sun moves in to Cancer. So let me shuffle, because with that, I would like you at this time to just, and because this adds energy to the reading, so at this time, think about what is important to you. Is there something that you need to know about what is important to you? Hey, Leslie. Is your focus on what is important to you? Or are you being distracted? Where are your emotions and feelings taking you? Is it keeping you within your focus and where you really want to go? Or has it been a distraction? Has it been that shiny object that has taken you off into another place? Have you noticed with this change of energy that the intensity or the impulsiveness of feelings are part of this? What do you need to know about that? What is that trigger for you that you need to make peace with? The trigger doesn't necessarily go away. You just learn to make peace with it so that it doesn't control you. You are in charge of it. Trust me, I've had some of those. And it's so much more peaceful to make peace with it than to go all of a sudden be triggered and be highly emotional. Okay, taking the summary card from the bottom of the deck, I'm putting it off to the side. This is a 6-card reading plus the 7th card being the summary card. So, and by the way, anytime I do a reading on Facebook Live, you know that you can have this for yourself to find out exactly what you want to know for yourself. This is a half-an-hour reading, normally $97. If you choose to have this reading for yourself, it'll be half price. It doesn't have to be just the special. This will be half price. And I'm still offering the Father's Day reading at the same thing of half price, because we did that last week. So, first card. How does my emotional depth serve me? That's a good question. How does my emotional, hey Wendy, how does my emotional depth serve me? This is the 6 of Pentacles. My emotional depth serves me because I have the ability to serve others. I'm not shallow, I'm deep. With shallowness, it's only serving myself. I don't know how to share it with others. My emotional depth is serving me because I know who I am, I know that I am loved, and I have enough to share with those around me, with those I care about. That's what's important here. How does my emotional depth serve me? I have the ability and the depth and the resources and the power to share with those I love. That's how it serves me. Oh, isn't that an expansive one? I really like that. Ooh, breathe that one in. How should I embrace intensity? This is a beautiful card because I was just talking about triggers. So this one is so perfect for this because this is a major arcana card. So this relates it to a soul level. What is this saying? This is the Strength card. This is about taking charge of you. If we want to look at the lion as, let's say, libido or the lower self, or however you want to define that part of you that can be impulsive without thinking and can be hurtful to yourself or others, or, the darker side, okay, the shadow, whatever you want to call it. This is you taking charge of that. So how should I embrace intensity? By knowing that I'm in charge of it. Intensity is not a bad thing. It's a wonderful thing, as long as it's channeled in the right direction and it's channeled to a purpose that serves your higher power and the higher power of others. If you can channel this intensity, think of that power and what you can do, not only for yourself, but for others. That's what this is about. And it's interesting that was what I was talking about beforehand. So then the card comes out to share that. It is about your taking charge of you, taking charge of the shadow, taking charge. And none of those things are bad. There's, like some people say, well, death of the ego, I want to get rid of the ego. No, it's part of you. It has a wonderful offer and a service to you if it's channeled properly. If you take charge of that power, if you are in charge of it, that's what counts. And that is just another superpower for you. That's what this card is saying. Take charge of your superpower. Don't let it be in charge of you. Next card. In what area of life do I need to be diplomatic? Don't we all need that, right? Okay, this is the Three of Wands. My energy of normally, let me just explain this. The Two of Wands is you send your message out into the universe. The Three of Wands, it comes back to you. So if in what area of life do I need to be diplomatic? Obviously the message that I'm sharing, so that the return, what comes back to me, this full circle of what comes back to me, is one that I choose and love and want to receive. I have to be and share what I want to receive. If I am going to be highly critical, caustic, snarky, that's what I'm going to get back. Or people will avoid me altogether. Is that what I'm choosing? Do I want to embrace the people around me? Do I want to find the love of those around me? Then what is the message I'm sending out? Because I do want to receive a loving message in return. What are you giving out? So if I need to, in what area of life do I need to be diplomatic? It's in the message that I'm sharing with others. Is it a loving, caring message, or is it the opposite? Am I, and let's face it, whenever we have those highly critical, snarky, caustic messages to others, we're really saying it about ourselves. It's actually a mirror for us. And being able to share a loving message allows not only your own self-love, but also to receive even more from the outside. And that's a wonderful thing too, especially from people that we love. It's sometimes easy, especially with children or partners, to, quickly, and maybe not snarkily, but quickly give a retort of some kind. And when that happens, what is the return? And we usually feel that remorse and want to take it back, but we can't. The bell's been rung. It's already out there. So this is about being in charge of you beforehand. And notice how this seems to be a message about your being in charge of you, not letting the outside be in charge of you so that you are reacting. This is about acting within so that you aren't being reactive to what happens outside of you. Hey, Ange. We had a wonderful tarot flow yesterday. That was probably, they keep getting more powerful. It was just absolutely amazing. And for those of you that were on, I know that you felt it as well. It was really spectacular. Fourth card. When is it okay for me to be impulsive? Okay. So this, after everything that I just said, right? Then we've got this one. When is it okay for me to be impulsive? When I have to stand up for myself or others. Yes, it is okay for me to be impulsive about that. It's okay for me to be, this is the Seven of Wands. So this is about spirit and your own passion and what you feel strongly about. So if I have to stand up for what I believe in, and we don't always have to do that. We can be very comfortable believing what we believe and knowing who we are without having to explain it to others. But sometimes there is that time where it's necessary for us to then get that out there. To make it known that this is who I am. And we do have to stand up for ourselves. We're not going to be a doormat. We have that personal power. It's not necessary. So it might be an impulsive return, and that's what this is saying, but it's okay. It's still within the parameters of not being ugly. You can say whatever you need to say, and in the South it's really known, because if it's followed by bless their heart or bless your heart, who knows what could be said. But this is still about being you and the power that's within you. And it's okay sometimes to utilize that for yourself, not in an ugly, hurtful way, but to stand up for who you are. Next. Why is it important to be selective? I really find that an interesting question. Why is it important to be selective? And this is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is the final card of Cups. So that is, you have reached the pinnacle, and then you start a new cycle all over again. This is pure happiness, pure joy. That's what I want to achieve. That's what I want more of in my life. So I want to be selective of what I bring into my life if my goal is joy. If all I care about is joy of myself, joy of my family, finding joy all around me, then I'm going to be selective in what I choose to say, who I choose to bring into my life, what I choose to read, what I choose to see on TV, what I choose to do. All of that is that my outcome, my pure goal is joy. And that's what we're here for, is joy, not to create anything else. Joy is one of the reasons that we're here, along with freedom, along with growth and expansion. All of it is about the joy. And that's why I want to be selective. I am going to be discriminating in what comes into my life in order that I achieve joy. Only joy. And last card before summary. Where does my intuitive strength lie? Queen of Wands. This is the Leo Queen. My strength lies in my capacity to nurture, to be nurturing to others, to be supportive of others, not to create entitled people and doing for them, but my intuition lies in being the teacher, being the nurturer, being the supportive person, and always having an understanding of that. And notice that in this perspective, her hand is quite large as she holds the cat. That's because she has a handle on everything. She knows where she is, who she is. And look at this picture in terms of the regalness within it. Yes, I am comfortable with my intuition. I trust my intuition. I know who I am because of my intuition. And this is another tool to be selective for the outcome of joy. Now, the summary card just happens to be the Two of Pentacles. This is about juggling. In order to be in charge of our emotions, the intensity or not of our emotions, being diplomatic, our impulsiveness, our selectiveness, our intuitiveness, all of those qualities of Cancer. It is a juggle because some days we're more intense than others. And we do maybe saying things or doing things that are more intense and maybe not up to what we want. And it is a juggle. We're talking about being in charge of our feelings. And yes, sometimes our feelings are in charge of us, and sometimes we're in charge of our feelings. However that works, it's always a juggle, and it's always achieving some kind of balance. Are we always fully balanced? No, that's boring. We are going back and forth. That's because sometimes we need to be more intense. We need to. Sometimes we don't. So it's always a balance. It's always a juggle. And it's not a bad thing. It keeps us intuitively in touch with ourselves because those feelings then go to where we know they are needed. And sometimes not. Let's face it. We always have our moments. We're human, and that's a good thing too. That's what we're here for, to experience life in the physical. And that's just saying, hey, it's always a juggle. It's okay. It's really, really, really okay. Now, for this was our summary card. But one of the new decks that I got is it's an oracle deck, so it's not a tarot deck. This is called The Shaman's Dream. And this is Colette Baron Reed along with Alberto Villoldo. I'm not saying that correctly, but here. This is the name right here. So this is The Shaman's Dream. And I love this deck. This is how the back of the cards look. And they're beautifully done. And I still love the animal deck as well. And we're going to use that another time. But these were handy right in front of me. So I think, I know that I am guided to use these. Okay, let me go ahead and shuffle and divide. And let's see what the Shaman's Dream Oracle cards is going to say. Okay, here we go. I love this. This is called Revelation. This card is the Unmarked Trail. This is so aligned with the moon in Scorpio today. What are you going to learn? What is the reason? What do you need to know? What is your focus? This is about revelation. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. I love it. Love it. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous card. Okay, now, Agnes, let me get these cards together and shuffled. And just hold in your mind if there is anything that you need to know or want to know, since we have that opportunity with the moon in Scorpio today. So if there is something, Agnes, just go ahead and hold that thought, embrace it. Here we go. And by the way, this is exactly what we do in the online tarot gallery reading and in Tarot Flow. But in Tarot Flow, we have the addition of the beautiful Angie Reed are working together, and her amazing knowledge and expertise in essential oils, and does her own intuitive reading using the oils. So she's amazing. And just posted that July 8th at 7, we alternate for Tarot Flow between a Thursday and a Saturday. So we do either the second Saturday or the second Thursday. We just did yesterday because I had some a death in the family, some things going on, so we postponed it to and rescheduled to yesterday, Saturday. So the next one will be July 8th at 7 p.m. The online tarot gallery reading is a subscription and always the third Thursday of the month. And there are 2 openings. So I'd love for you to join us. And by the way, the Tarot Flow will be coming a subscription as well. So do try it. You will love it. And the absolute knowledge that comes from both, the understanding and the awarenesses are amazing. You will love it. And when you consider that you also get a reading from all the other cards from everyone else in both online tarot gallery reading and Tarot Flow, you're actually getting an hour reading at a nominal price. So give it a shot. You'll love it. All right, Agnes, here we go. Okay, Agnes, this is the High Priestess. This is one of my favorite Major Arcana cards. She's so intuitive that she has the knowledge and understanding for all those around her, able to embrace, able to understand, able to share. This is all-encompassing. She's like the queen of intuition. She is the High Priestess. So it's that wonderful energy that she's able to share with others as well as herself. So this is a beautiful card. This says so much of the energy that you share with others. So, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I love this card in this deck. In fact, my logo is the High Priestess. It was done by a graphic artist several years ago. But I love this card. Really, really love this card. Okay, Wendy. Wendy Vargas. Okay, let me get these divided. And I may be doing one more card. I don't know, I'm supposed to do one more after these 3. Okay, 8 of Wands, Wendy. I love this card because this is the fire sign. Of course, it's about, your goals, your passion, your purpose, your inner spirit. This is like everything is looking up. Whatever it is that you're working on right now, whatever it is you're thinking about, however things are happening for you, it is looking up. All of these wands are going up, shooting up into the sky. There is no limit to whatever it is that you are thinking about now or working on now. This is whoa, this is spectacular. This is really spectacular. And of course, just like this is Wendy's card, but this always has a message for everyone. So yes, things are looking up. Things are really good. Ooh, it feels good too. Ooh, it's tingly. It's tingly. Okay, Sandra. Thank you, Leslie, for that. And you're actually a part of both. So thank you for doing that, Leslie. Both online tarot gallery reading and Tarot Flow. Okay, here we go. This is for Sandra. Okay, Sandra. Now, this is not a fun card. This is the 3 of Swords. And this generally relates to a broken heart. Now, I'm going to pass on this because this has been the way I've been feeling, and it's not just me. It was part of the energy this past week. It's that when you get overtired, when you feel that there's a lot happening in your life and people to take care of, it's hard to make the best decisions for yourself. And this generally relates to a broken heart, but it's not necessarily a real feeling. It's disappointment. It's about some disappointment with things, and you've had a lot of stuff going on. I mean, now just with Brandon and what's happening with him now, and you've been juggling so much that you're just tired. That's all. And sometimes that can affect your attitude and your image towards yourself. Well, it did for me this week. I noticed that when I thought things were fine. I knew I was tired because my schedule had different, and I wasn't getting the normal sleep that I get. So, but I was still feeling okay. But I was pulling cards, like I pulled the I think it was the Seven of Swords, which is the one about nightmares. And last night when I was working with Kat, and it was like, whoa, this is really, I'm not really feeling. And what it was saying was, I just need to take time for myself and just rest. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just not going to worry about all the other stuff that was happening around me, and luckily everything's fine. But it was just very active. I needed to have. I came home Friday night after dress rehearsal and going out to dinner with all the folks, to hearing hissing in my laundry room. So I take a look, and there's water spewing. Luckily, it's right there by the drain, so it wasn't like I had a whole flood in my laundry room, but just minor. So I had to turn off the water, both the hot and the cold, for the washer. But fortunately, my friend's husband, who is so helpful to all of us single ladies, came over and fixed it yesterday. And that happened right after Tarot Flow. So I went from Tarot Flow and getting that fixed. All of it good, but a lot of stuff going on. It's not like anything was really bad. And that's what this card is saying. It's just saying it's time for you to step back. And I know this is may be difficult to do physically, just because of so many things that you're in charge of. But it's okay to say, I need 1 hour to take care of myself. Just be still, just be quiet, and do that for you. Whatever you can do right now, even if it's taking a nap, if it's getting some sleep, whatever that is, this card is saying, in order for you to have the clarity that you need to do all that you do, the mental clarity especially, it's time for you to take care of yourself. But this is actually a message for all of us, and mostly the women. We're the ones taking care of so many and doing so many things. So yes. Okay, I am supposed to do one more, and I am going to do it from this other deck. And now I know why I pulled this card yesterday, and I left it on top because I said I'm supposed to use it. So I'm supposed to share this one. And this is from the Animal Whispers Empowerment card deck. Okay, good, Sandra. Please do. Please do. I'm sending lots of love your way and big hugs. Okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is from the Animal Whispers Empower card. Now I know why. See, this is the back of the card. This is the dragonfly. And this says, don't be boxed in, reach for the stars. This is all part of that expansive energy that we were talking about. All part of today's energy with the moon in Scorpio. What do we need to know to reach for the stars? What do we need to give up to reach for the stars? That doesn't serve us anymore, that's blocking our path. It was once a little pebble, it's now a big boulder. What is that that's blocking your path to reach for the stars? This is such a beautiful card, and in fact, I'm going to post it on my Facebook page as well, because this is the message for today. Reach for those stars. Expand your life with freedom and expansiveness and growth and joy. And this is the message of the dragonfly. Yes, I know, right? And then I ended up doing that with Kat, Leslie, when we were working yesterday together. And so this is what came up. And I knew I was supposed to post it. So, but I didn't know how or when or why, and now I do. So I love how the universe works that way. So great. Thank you so much for today. I love you so much, and your support and love. And keep in mind all the different specials that we have going on with the Father's Day reading, your reading, which is you create your own questions, and we do a reading based on those You send them to me ahead of time. I create a template for you and send it back. I also may have to edit the questions a little bit to make them more amenable to the universe receiving them, but it's not a big deal. It's still the intention that you would have. And then today's reading, the solstice reading, is still also half price. This is a wonderful time. Think about that today. Jupiter is now retrograding back into Aquarius. The moon is in Scorpio, both water signs. The sun moves into Cancer tonight at 11:32, a water sign. What do you need to know? What is important to you to stay focused on? What is that? And again, make sure that your answer reaches for the stars. And I'll post this on my page, this picture. It's just gorgeous. Thank you so much for today. I love you, love you, love you. Have a wonderful Father's Day. Have a wonderful Sunday. Have a happy solstice. Happy. Just be joyful for no reason at all. It's really wonderful. Thank you so much. And please remember, joy has your name on it. Happy Sunday. Bye.